Hi my friends! Welcome to the channel English Professionally, and it's a full English grammar course for all levels. So you see, it's called 555 English grammar lessons from beginner to advanced. So really it's a very intensive English grammar course, okay? And it's lesson 1. Okay, let's start with present simple. Present simple or present simple tense. How do we form this tense? How do we form this tense? If it's I, we, you, they, we put a verb. I, we, you, they plus verb. For example, I work. We work. You work. They work. If it's he, she, it, we add a verb and s. Okay, and s. Look, he works. You see, work is a verb and we add s. He works. She works. Work is a verb and we add s. It works. Work is a verb and we add s. Okay? Don't forget it. He, she, it plus verb plus s. Okay? We use present simple to talk about the present. We use present simple to talk about the present. To talk about the present, okay? It usually happens not only now. It usually happens not only now. Not only now. Okay, my friend. You see, present simple tense. How do we form this tense? I, we, you, they plus verb. I work. We work. You work. They work. He, she, it plus verb plus s. He works. She works. It works. It's very important. It's very important, okay? It's very important. He works. She works. It works. We use present simple to talk about the present. It usually happens not only now. Okay, my friend. And so there are some exercises for you. Exercises or tests. I hope you like this idea. I hope you like this idea. When you have English grammar practice. When you have English grammar practice. Not only theory. not only theory, not only rules. Okay, so exercises and tests. Okay, you need to open the brackets. Open the brackets. Okay, good. Open the brackets. Okay, so you have a verb without s or with s. He speak or he speaks. You know, my friend, I, we, you, they plus verb, he, she, it plus verb plus s. So if you have he, she, it, you need to add s. You need to add s. It's a general rule. It's a general rule. It's a general rule. Okay? So, he, she, it, we add s. He speaks fluently. Speaks English, I think. He speaks English fluently. He study English at school, or he studies English at school. Okay, my friend, you need to know, okay, if there is a consonant before y, we change it to I, and add es, I. Okay, so D is a consonant. D is a consonant. For example, E isn't a consonant. E isn't a consonant. O isn't a consonant. Okay? But D is a consonant. D is a consonant. You change it to I and add es. You say I and add es. He studies English at school. Okay? If there is a vowel before I, we don't change it. Look, my friend, you see, study, studies. D is a consonant. Look, pay, it's a vowel. You have pays, only s, Remember it. If you have a consonant before I, you change it to I and add es. Okay, next. I work very hard, or I works very hard. He, she, it. It isn't he, she, it, so I work very hard. I work very hard means I work a lot or much. I see or I sees, you like the city or you like the city. He, she, it, s. It isn't he, she, it. So I see, you, it isn't he, she, it. We have I see you like this city. It sometimes happen or it sometimes happens. He, she, it. If it's he, she, it, we add s. It's it. So we need s. Happens. It sometimes happens. Okay. So exercises, tests. I hope you like this idea. When you have English grammar practice, not only theory, rules, open the brackets. He speaks English fluently. He studies English at school. Consonant plus Y, I plus ES. Study, studies. Vowel plus Y, Y plus S. Pay, pays. I work very hard. Or I work a lot. I see you like the city. It sometimes happens. Okay. He live or he lives. If it's he, she, it, we need S. So he lives there. It really helped me, or it really helps me. He, she, it, S. It, so we have S. It really helps me. They do business. Or they does business. It isn't he, she, it. They do business. We know it very well. Or we knows it very well. It isn't he, she, it. We know it very well. She thinks so too. Or she thinks so too. It's she. If it's he, she, it, we need S. She thinks so too. Okay. He lives there. It really helps me. They do business. We know it very well. She thinks so too. Okay, thank you very much, my friends. Let's continue this playlist. It's very important, yeah? It's not only for beginners, it's also for advanced and strong advanced students, yeah, in the future, step by step. Okay, good, my friends. Let's continue. Thank you. Hi, my friends. Welcome to the channel English Professionally, and we continue our playlist 555 English grammar lessons. Right. So this playlist is for different levels, so from beginner to advanced. Really, this playlist is very important. Okay, my friends, so I hope you remember we talked about present simple tense. Okay, let's continue. Present simple tense. I hope you remember that if it's I, we, you, they, we add a verb. Okay? For example, I go to work. If it's he, she, it, we put a verb plus s. Okay? It's a general rule. Okay? Good. For example, it really helps me. Okay, my friend, I have a question. Okay? Look at these two sentences. And open the brackets. Look. The lesson helped me, and the lessons help me. Okay? Look. You know, I, we, you, they plus verb. He, she, it plus verb plus s. The lesson helps me or the lesson helped me. And here, the lessons helps me and maybe the lessons help me. Okay, you see that if we look at the first lesson, lesson 1, so we have he, she, I, it, they, we, and we understand. We understand. I, we, you, they plus verb. He, she, it plus verb plus s. Look, we don't have I, we, you, they. We don't have he, she, it. But we need to say it. So help or helps. Okay? If you don't have I, we, you, they, he, she, it, you look at the subject. Okay, the lesson. The lesson. Okay, the lesson means it. It's one. It. The lesson means it. It's one. And if it's one, it, look, he, she, it plus verb plus s. We have it. The lesson means it. So we say, the lesson helps me. Helps me. Because the lesson means it. It's it. Look, the lessons help or helps me. Okay. What does it mean? What does it mean? The lessons. It's I, we, you, they, he, she, it. What is it? What is it? So the lessons. Many lessons. Not one. Not one. They. They. If it's they, I, we, you, they plus verb. Without s. We don't need s. No s. And we say, the lessons help me. Because the lessons means they. Look. Present simple. I, we, you, they plus verb. I go to work. He, she, it plus verb plus s. It's a general rule. It really helps me. I have a question. Look at these two sentences. Thank you. Sentences. Yeah, we said it? Yeah, sentences. Of course, sentences. And open the brackets. And open the brackets. The lesson helps me. 1. The lessons help me. The lessons help me. Good. Okay, and so exercises for you. Exercises or test. Test or tests. We have so many exercises, we have so many tests. Really. We have so many exercises or tests for you, for your progress, for you, for your progress. Okay, my brother go to school or my brother goes to school. We'll look at the subject. Okay, so, okay, we'll look at the subject. we look at the subject. So my brother, it's a subject. So what is it? He, she, they. My brother, he. If it's he, she, it, we add s. S. It's a general rule. General rule. Okay? If we have O, we add es. Like do, does, go, goes. Okay? My brother goes to school because he. Look, the tickets cost £50 or the tickets costs £50. The tickets, so what is it? It, they, he, she. The tickets, not one, more than one. They. If it's they, no s. You see, the tickets cost £50. Okay, next. This program works very well, or this program works very well. This program, it's a subject. What is it? He, she, they, maybe it. It means it. If it's he, she, it, we add s. We put s. This program works very well. My friend have a good computer, or my friend has a good computer. Okay, my friend, what is it? We, they, he. My friend, he or she. If it's he, she, it, we need s. You know, we say I, we, you, they have, but he, she, it has. He, she, it has. We need has. My friend has a good computer. Because my friend means he or she. Good. Look. My friends like this movie, or my friends likes this movie. Okay? So my friends. So what is it? I, we, you, they, he, she, it. So my friends, not one, many. They. No s. If it's he, she, it, we need s. We say, my friends like this movie. Good. Okay, look. Exercises or tests. We have so many exercises, tests for you, for your progress. My brother goes to school. My brother, he. The tickets cost £50. The tickets, they. This program works very well. This program, it. My friend has a good computer. My friend, he or she. You know, I, we, you, they have. He, she, it has. My friends like this movie. My friends means they. Good. The news seem interesting, or the news seems interesting. Okay, the news. So what is it? It, they. What is it really? Remember, my friend. Remember. News, money, knowledge, information, singular, knowledge, singular, singular in English. It means it. It means it. Remember, please remember. News, money, knowledge, information. It's singular in English. Singular, it's it. Remember. It's English grammar. English grammar. The news means it. Okay. If it's he, she, it, we need s. So we say the news seems interesting. Okay. Very good, my friend. Very good. Okay, next. Our teacher knows a lot. Our teacher. So what is it? They, we, he. Our teacher. He or she. If it's he, she, it, we need s. Knows. Our teacher knows a lot or much. Your friend always say interesting things, or your friend always says interesting things. Okay, your friend, what is it? They, we, you, he, it. Your friend, he or she. If it's he, she, it, we need s. Says. Your friend always says interesting things. The lesson seem interesting, or the lesson seems interesting? The lesson. What is it? It, they, I. Okay. What pronoun? What pronoun? So I is a pronoun, we is a pronoun, you is a pronoun, they is a pronoun, he is a pronoun, he is a pronoun, she is a pronoun, it is a pronoun. So what pronoun does it mean? What pronoun does it mean? Okay, so the lesson, what pronoun? I, we, you, they, he, she, it. The lesson, it. One, he, she, it, we need s. So the lesson seems interesting. The lesson seems interesting. This flat cost, how will you say it? 200,000. $200,000. This flat cost or costs? What is it? What does it mean? I, they, this flat or this apartment means it. If it's he, she, it, we need s. So this flat costs $200,000. Okay, good. So remember, news, money, knowledge, information is singular, it. The news seems interesting, it. Our teacher knows a lot. Our teacher, he or she. Your friend always says interesting things. Your friend, he or she. What pronoun does it mean? I, we, you, they, he, she, it. The lesson seems interesting. The lesson means it. This flat costs $200,000. This flat, it. This flat, it. Okay, my friend, very good, very good. Okay, let's continue our playlist, yeah, from beginner to advanced. Thank you. Hi, my friends, welcome to the channel English Professionally, and we continue our playlist 555 English grammar lessons from beginner to advanced. Really? Let's continue this playlist. It's very, very important. Okay, let's talk about present simple negative form. Negative form. Okay, we can say I want it. Okay, we call it a statement. It's a statement. It's a statement. Let's make a negative form. How will you say it? I don't or doesn't. We say I don't want it. It's a negative form. Okay, you remember, if it's about a statement, if we have I, we, you, they, we put a verb, only a verb, right? If you have he, she, it, you put a verb plus s. Good, very good. If it's a negative form, okay? If you have I, we, you, they, you put don't and then a verb. Don't plus verb. If you have he, she, it, you put doesn't plus verb. Okay, you see, present simple negative form. I want it, it's a statement. I don't want it. You see, if it's about a negative form, I, we, you, they, don't. I don't. You see, I don't. He, she, it, doesn't plus verb. Okay, statement. I, we, you, they plus verb. He, she, it plus verb plus s. Negative form. I, we, you, they plus don't plus verb. He, she, it plus doesn't plus verb. Okay. Look. I work. Make a negative form. Make a negative form with this verb work. I, you say I don't work. I don't work. We, you know. I, we, you, they don't. I, we, you, they don't. We don't work. You don't work. They don't work. He, you know, he, she, it doesn't plus verb. he doesn't work. She, he, she doesn't. She doesn't work. It, he, she, it doesn't. It doesn't work. Okay. Make a negative form. I don't work. We don't work. You don't work. They don't work. He doesn't work. She doesn't work. It doesn't work. Okay. More practice. More practice. Okay. Open the brackets. Open the brackets. Use present simple negative form. Use present simple negative form. Okay. So it, use don't or doesn't. You know, I, we, you, they don't. He, she, it doesn't. It doesn't help us, or it don't help us. He, she, it doesn't. You say, it doesn't help us. No S, no S here. No S. We have S only in a statement with he, she, it. Okay? Really, my friend, remember, we have S only in a statement. Only in a statement with he, she, it. Okay, remember it. We have S, no S in negative form, only in a statement. So if you say doesn't helps, no, 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 my friend. It doesn't help us. Okay, next. She doesn't believe him or she don't believe him. He, she, it doesn't. Okay. She doesn't believe him. You don't know all the information or you doesn't know all the information. Only he, she, it doesn't. I, we, you, they don't. You don't know all the information. It don't interest him or it doesn't interest him. He, she, it doesn't. We say it doesn't interest him. Okay, more practice. Open the brackets. Use present simple negative form. Don't or doesn't. It doesn't help us. It. He, she, it doesn't. She doesn't believe him. He, she, it doesn't. You don't know all the information. I, we, you, they don't. It doesn't interest him. He, she, it doesn't. Okay. He doesn't earn this sum of money or he don't earn this sum of money. He, she, it doesn't. He doesn't earn this sum of money. Earn means get. he doesn't earn this sum of money, or he doesn't get this sum of money. They don't understand you, or they doesn't understand you. I, we, you, they don't. We say they don't understand you. They have any brothers or sisters? They don't have any brothers or sisters, or they doesn't have any brothers or sisters. I, we, you, they don't. They don't have any brothers or sisters. Good. He doesn't earn this sum of money. He, she, it doesn't. They don't understand you. I, we, you, they don't. They don't have any brothers or sisters. I, we, you, they don't. Okay. I don't want to do it again, or I doesn't want to do it again. I, we, you, they don't. I don't want to do it again. I don't know what to say, or I doesn't know what to say. I don't know what to say. She don't tell him all the truth, or she doesn't tell him all the truth. He, she, it doesn't. We say she doesn't tell him all the truth. Okay? I don't want to do it again. I don't know what to say. She doesn't tell him all the truth. Okay, very good, my friends. Let's continue this very important playlist. Thank you. Hi, my friends. Welcome to the channel English Professionally, and we continue our playlist 555 English grammar lessons from beginner to advanced. Really, this playlist is very important. Okay, so you remember present simple and how we form a negative form. Okay, if you have I, we, you, they, we need don't plus verb. If we have he, she, it, we need doesn't before a verb. Okay. I, we, you, they don't plus verb. He, she, it doesn't plus verb. Okay. Look. Okay, make a negative form. Make a negative form. We say I, we, you, they don't. I don't. I don't live there. Okay, very good. Next. Make a negative form. We know he, she, it doesn't. He, she doesn't. We say he doesn't go to work. Okay, next. My friend make a negative form. My friend, you see, we don't have I, we, you, they, he, she, it, and really. My friend don't or doesn't. My friend don't or my friend don't like it, or maybe my friend doesn't like it. Okay. We look at the subject. We look at the subject. Okay. Okay. We'll look at the subject and what pronoun it means. And what pronoun it means. Pronoun, it's I, we, you, they, he, she, it. I, we, you, they, he, she, it. Remember, we look at the subject. So my friend is a subject. Really, what pronoun does it mean? Look, my friend, he, she, they. My friend, yeah, it's about a person. It's about a person, he or she. My friend, he or she. If it's he or she, we say he, she, it doesn't. And we say my friend doesn't like it. Doesn't like it. Okay. Present simple, negative form. I, we, you, they don't plus verb. He, she, it doesn't plus verb. Make a negative form. I don't live there. He doesn't go to work. We look at the subject and what pronoun it means. I, we, you, they, he, she, it. My friend doesn't like it. My friend means he or she. Okay, my friend, remember. Remember, money means it in English. Information means it in English. Knowledge means it in English. News, it means it in English. It's singular. Singular means it. Singular. Okay? So singular, it. They, plural. Plural. It, singular. Singular. Money isn't plural, it's singular, it means it. Information isn't plural, it's singular, it means it. Knowledge isn't plural, it's singular, means it. And news is also singular, it means it. Okay, my friend, more practice. More practice, okay? Open the brackets. Open the brackets. So use present simple negative form. Negative form. Okay? So you see don't or doesn't. Okay. Most students don't learn English, or most students doesn't learn English effectively. You look at the subject. Students means they. Most students, they. You know. I, we, you, they don't. He, she, it doesn't. They don't. Students means they. We say most students don't learn English effectively. My friend doesn't remember it, or my friend don't remember it. My friend. What pronoun does it mean? he, she, they, I, my friend, he or she. He, she, it doesn't. My friend doesn't. Remember it. Okay, good. His teacher doesn't know what to do, or his teacher don't know what to do. His teacher. I, they, we. His teacher. He or she. He, she, it doesn't. We say. His teacher doesn't know what to do. His lessons doesn't start on time, or his lessons don't start on time. Look, his lessons. What is it? They, he, it. Lessons. Many. Not one. Not one. Many. They. His lessons, they. I, we, you, they don't. You say. His lessons don't start on time. Okay, more practice. Open the brackets. Use present simple negative form. Most students don't learn English effectively. Most students, they. My friend doesn't remember it. My friend, he or she. His teacher doesn't know what to do. He or she. His lessons don't start on time. His lessons, they. Next. This news doesn't seem unusual, or this news don't seem unusual. News. So what pronoun does it mean? He, they, it, news? Okay, maybe news means they in your language, but if we look at English, news means it, really. Remember, news means it. Okay? It. He, she, it doesn't. We say this news doesn't seem unusual. This news, it. Okay, his results don't look very good, or his results doesn't look very good. His results. What does it mean? They, it. His results, they. I, we, you, they don't. We say his results don't look very good. His wife don't spend much money, or his wife doesn't spend much money. His wife, one, she, he, she, it doesn't. Okay? His wife doesn't spend much money. This news doesn't seem unusual. This news, it. His results don't look very good. His results, they. His wife doesn't spend much money. His wife, she. This thing doesn't interest me, or this thing don't interest me. This thing, one thing, one, it. He, she, it doesn't. This thing doesn't interest me. These things doesn't seem important, or these things don't seem important. These things, not one, not it, they, I, we, you, they, don't. These things don't seem important. This situation doesn't seem strange, or this situation don't seem strange. Situation 1, it. This situation, we have it, he, she, it doesn't. Okay? Doesn't seem strange. This situation doesn't seem strange. Okay. This thing doesn't interest me. This thing, it. These things don't seem important. These things, they. This situation doesn't seem strange. This situation, it. Okay, my friends, very good. Really, let's continue this very important playlist. Thank you. Hi, my friends. Welcome to the channel English Professionally, and we continue our playlist 555 English grammar lessons from beginner to advanced. Really, this playlist is very important. Okay, let's talk about present simple question. How do we ask questions in present simple? Okay, if you have a verb, we can put do or does. Okay, when do we have do? We put do with I, we, you, they plus verb. When do we put does? With he, she, it. You see, do I, we, you, they plus verb. Does he, she, it plus verb. Okay. You have this sentence. You understand. Say it in a statement, in a negative form, and ask a question. Okay? So open the brackets. Open the brackets. So statement, negative form, and a question. Okay? Good. You know, he, she, it. We have s, I, we, you, they, plus verb, no s. You understand. Negative form. He, she, it doesn't. I, we, you, they don't. You don't understand. And you want to ask a question. You have you. Look, you Do, I, we, you, they plus verb. Do in the beginning. Next, you, do you, verb, it's understand. You see, do you understand? Do you understand? Okay, good, very good. Next, she, open the brackets. Open the brackets, okay? Statement, in a negative form, and ask a question. She, if we have he, she, it, s. Okay? I hope you remember it. Hope you remember it. Okay? Lesson 1. He, she, it plus verb plus s. We need s. Okay? She works. Negative form. She, he, she, it. Okay? Lesson 4. He, she, it doesn't. He, she, it doesn't plus verb. Okay? She doesn't work. She doesn't work. Okay. So ask a question. She, does he, she, it plus verb. Does. Does she and verb. Work is a verb. Does she work? Okay. Present simple question. Do, I, we, you, they plus verb. Does he, she, it plus verb. Open the brackets. Statement, negative form, question. Okay? You understand. You don't understand. Do you understand? She works. She doesn't work. Does she work? Okay? No S. No S here. No S here. We have S only in a statement. Okay? So no S. No S in a negative form and in a question. Only in a statement. Only in a statement with he, she, it. Okay, no S in a negative form and in a question. Only in a statement with he, she, it. Only in a statement, only here. Okay, only here. No S in a negative form. No S in the question, no. Okay, more practice. More practice. Okay. So, ask a question in present simple. Ask a question in present simple. Okay. Use do or does. Do or does. You know, does. You know when we use do with I, we, you, they, plus verb and does with he, she, it plus verb. Look, does it sometimes happen or do it sometimes happen? We have it, does he, she, it. Does it sometimes happen? Next, do we learn English effectively? Or does we learn English effectively? We. Do I, we, you, they. Do we learn English effectively? Does it really work? Or do it really work? It. Does he, she, it? Does it really work? Do I show good results? Or does I show good results? I. Do I, we, you, they. Do I show good results? Okay, more practice. Ask a question in present simple. Do or does. Do I, we, you, they plus verb. Does he, she, it plus verb. Does it sometimes happen? Do we learn English effectively? Does it really work? Do I show good results? Next, do you agree with me? Or does you agree with me? I, we, you, they do. Do you agree with me? Next, do you understand me? Or does you understand me? You, I, we, you, they do. Do you understand me? Does you live here? Or do you live here? I, we, you, they do. Do you live here? Okay? Do you agree with me? Do you understand me? Do you live here? Okay, we often ask this question, do you? We often ask, do you understand me? Do you know? Do you agree? Do you live? Okay, next. Do she speak English? Or does she speak English? He, she, it does. Does she speak English? Next, do he support you? Or does he support you? He, she, it does. Does he support you? Do she usually buy expensive or cheap things? Or does she usually buy expensive or cheap things? He, she, it does. Does she usually buy expensive or cheap things? Okay. You see, does she speak English? Does he support you? Does she usually buy expensive or cheap things? Okay, my friends, very good. Let's continue this playlist. Thank you. Hi, my friends. Welcome to the channel English Professionally, and we continue our playlist 555 English grammar lessons from beginner to advanced. Really, this playlist is very important. Okay, so let's talk about present simple question. Okay, but more difficult things. More difficult things. Okay, you know, when we use do, and you know, when we use does. We use do with I, we, you, they, and we use does with he, she, it. Okay, plus verb. Plus verb. Okay, I have a short test for you. I have a short test for you. Okay, how will you say? Do or does your friend know it? Okay, do your friend know it? Or does your friend know it? Okay, your friend. Okay, you don't see I, you don't see we, you, they, or he, she, it. Okay, do or does. Okay, we'll look at the subject. We'll look at the subject. My friend, your friend is a subject, and what pronoun it means. And what pronoun it means. We look at the subject and what pronoun it means. Okay? Your friend. Okay? He or she. He or she. He, she, it doesn't. In a negative form and does in a question. Does your friend know it? Okay, next. Do or does your parents support you? Okay. Do or does. We'll look at the subject. Your parents is a subject and what pronoun it means. So he, they, your parents, they. You know. Do I, we, you, they. So we say do. Do your parents support you? Okay. Present simple question, more difficult things. Do I, we, you, they plus verb. Does he, she, it plus verb. I have a short test for you. Does your friend know it? Your friend, he or she. We'll look at the subject and what pronoun it means. Do your parents support you? They. Okay. More practice. More practice. Ask a question in present simple. Ask a question in present simple. Okay, use do or does. Okay, more practice. Do your parents also think so? Or does your parents also think so? We look at the subject, Your parents, they, not one person, they, okay. I, we, you, they, do. Do your parents also think so? Do your father do business? Or does your father do business? Your father, he, she, it, does. Does your father do business? Do your friends think the same? Or does your friends think the same? Your friends, they, not one person, do, maybe does. Let's think. So, your friends, they, I, we, you, they, do. Do your friends think the same? Do these projects bring you money? Or does these projects bring you money? These projects, not one project, more, they. I, we, you, they, do. Do these projects bring you money? Okay, more practice. Ask a question in present simple. Do or does. Do your parents also think so? Your parents, they. Does your father do business? Your father, he. Do your friends think the same? Your friends, they. Do these projects bring you money? These projects, they. Do all people like it? Or does all people like it? All people, they. I, we, you, they, do. Do all people like it? Does your teacher give you too much homework? Or do your teacher give you too much homework? Your teacher, maybe he, maybe she. We know he, she, it, does. Does your teacher give you too much homework? Does these words inspire you? Or do these words inspire you? These words, they, not one word, they, many words. I, we, you, they, do. Do these words inspire you? Do all people like it? All people, they. Does your teacher give you too much homework? Your teacher, he or she. Do these words inspire you? These words, they. Okay. Do these things really matter? Or does this thing really matter? This thing, it, he, she, it, does. Does this thing really matter? Do your business partner work very professionally? Or does your business partner work very professionally? Your business partner, maybe he, maybe she. He, she, it, does. Does your business partner work very professionally? Does his success motivate you? or do his success motivate you? Success, it, okay. He, she, it, does. Does his success motivate you? Okay. Does this thing really matter? So we can write it or it, okay. Does your business partner work very professionally? He or she. We can write he or she because it isn't at the beginning of the sentence, and it here. Does his success motivate you? His success means it. Okay, very good, my friend, very good. So it can be a capital letter, in the beginning. So we see it in the beginning, capital letter or big letter, capital letter, okay. Or if it isn't in the beginning, like here, I think it's better so to see it without a capital letter, okay. It's my idea. So he or she, because it isn't in the beginning. It isn't in the beginning. Yeah, it isn't at the beginning of the sentence. Okay, my friend, very good. Let's continue this playlist. Thank you. Hi, my friends. Welcome to the channel English Professionally. And we continue our playlist. 555 English grammar lessons from beginner to advanced. Really, this playlist is very important. Okay, let's talk about present simple special question. For example, with where, when, what, and so on, okay? So how do we ask a question in present simple? Okay, we put a question word in the beginning, then do or does, then we have a subject plus verb, okay? Question word. For example, where do you live? Where do you live? Where is a question word. Do, because you, and live is a verb, okay? Question word plus do before I, we, you, they plus verb, and question word plus does before he, she, it, before he, she, it, okay? Where do you live? You, so we have do. Where do you live? Okay, please remember it. Remember it. Next. For example, where does she work? Where does she work? You see, where is a question word. Does, because she, you see, she. Does with he, she, it. And work is a verb. Okay, very good. So we usually use a question word. We usually use a question word. But it can be a phrase. A phrase. With what? With what? For example, what books do you read in English? What books do you read in English? What plus something. What books do you read in English? Remember, we say in English. What books do you read in English? Or it can be phrases with how often, how regularly, how much, how many. Okay? For example, how often. So you see it's a phrase with what, or different phrases with how. For example, how often do you go to the gym? How often do you go to the gym? Or how regularly do you practice English? You see, how often and then do. How regularly and then do, because we have you. How much money do you have with you? So how much, how many, how much, how many. How many friends does she have? How many friends does she have? You see, how much money, how many friends does she have? Okay, we usually use a question word, but it can be a phrase. What books do you read in English? How often do you go to the gym? How regularly do you practice English? How much, how many? How much money do you have with you? How many friends does she have? Okay? And questions with what and who. Okay. Okay, open the brackets. Open the brackets. So what? Do or does? You? So we put do. What do you know? So the next question. What open the brackets. Open the brackets. What seems strange? What seems strange? Look, you have a subject. Here you have a subject. You. If you don't have a subject with what, who, with what, who, subject like I, we, you, they, he, she, it, with what, who. You don't need do or does. You don't need do or does. Okay? What means it? What means it? And you put s. What seems strange? Look, you have you. It's like a subject. If you don't have it, so if you don't have a subject here, I, we, you, they, no, only what. You don't need do or does. You add s. You add s. Okay. Next. Open the brackets. Do or does, you, who do you know? And my friend who, open the brackets, who, no you, no he, no she before no. So you don't need do or does. You add s. Who knows it? Who knows it? For example, who likes it? Who likes it? Okay. More examples. Okay. Who thinks so? Who supports you? Okay, who supports you? So, what, who? Open the brackets. What do you know? What seems strange? What means it? If you don't have a subject, I, we, you, they, he, she, it with what, and who, you don't need do, does. You don't need do or does. You add s. Who do you know? Who, or you can see whom. Who or whom. Whom do you know? And who knows it? Who likes it? Who thinks so? Who supports you? Okay. More practice. More practice. Ask these questions in present simple. Use do or does. Okay? More practice. Ask these questions in present simple. Use do or does. Okay. What channels do you watch? Or does you watch? You. Do you watch? Next. How you find this idea? You. I, we, they do. How do you find this idea? How often she go to the gym? She. He, she, it does. How often does she go to the gym? You see, it's a phrase? What channels? How often it's a phrase? Okay. What channels do you watch? How do you find this idea? How often does she go to the gym? Next, who? Okay. No subject before help. No. No. You see, you don't have a subject. Okay. If you don't have a subject before a verb, okay, so we see a subject before a verb, so you as a subject, but we don't see a subject here. If you don't have a subject before a verb, so no subject here, so we don't need do or does, and we add s. Who helps you? Who helps you? Do does if you need it. If you need it. Okay. Next, who? You know. You. Who do you know? When it start? It. He, she, it. When does it start? Who helps you? Who do you know? When does it start? How much it cost? It. He, she, it does. How much does it cost? Okay? Yes. Right. Who helps you? Who do you know? When does it start? Okay. What? So interesting. You need to open the brackets. Okay. What? Okay. So ask these questions in present simple do or does if you need it. And you know, if you don't have a subject before a verb with what and who, you don't need do, does, you add s. Look. What? You see, what? No subject before verb no. We don't need do or does, and we add s. What seems so interesting. How many times a week he goes swimming? He, she, it, does. How many times a week does he go swimming? How much does it cost? What seems so interesting? How many times a week does he go swimming? Where she live? She, he, she, it, does. Where does she live? Okay, my friends, very good. Let's continue this playlist. Really, it's very important. Thank you. Hi, my friends. Welcome to the channel English Professionally, and we continue our playlist 555 English grammar lessons from beginner to advanced. Really, this playlist is very important. Okay, you know that we continue talking about present simple. Special question, but more difficult things. More difficult. Okay, how do we ask a special question in present simple? We put a question word in the beginning, a question word or phrase, then we put do or does plus subject plus verb. Okay? For example, where do you live? Where do you live? How do you learn English? How do you learn English? How does it help you? How does it help you? You see, we put a question word or phrase in the beginning, like where, how. Then we put do or does. Do with I, we, you, they, and does with he, she, it. Okay, a short test for you. Okay, open the brackets. Open the brackets. Okay, what your friend think about it. Okay, what your friend think about it. Open the brackets in present simple. Do or does. Okay, what do your friend think about it, or what does your friend think about it? Okay, we'll look at the subject. Your friend. What does it mean? He, she, it, they. Your friend, he or she. We use does with he, she, it. What does your friend think about it? Okay. 2. Open the brackets. Okay. What do or does your friends tell you? Do or does. We'll look at the subject again. Your friends. What does it mean? He, she, it, they. Your friends, not one. Your friend, one. He or she. Your friends, not one. You see S, not one. Your friends, more than one. They. If it's they, we use do. We use do with I, we, you, they. And we say, what do your friends tell you? Okay. Present simple. Special question, more difficult. Question word or phrase plus do or does plus subject plus verb. Where do you live? How do you learn English? How does it help you? Open the brackets. What does your friend think about it? Your friend, he or she. What do your friends tell you? Your friends, they. Okay, more practice for you. More practice. Ask these questions in present simple. Ask these questions in present simple and use do or does and use do or does when you need it. When you need it. Okay, more practice. Look. What kind of advice his colleagues need? You look at the subject, his colleagues. You know, you see S. If you see S, it means they. Okay? Exception news. It means it. Okay? But if you see S, yeah, it means they. Okay? It's very important, they. So his colleagues, right? His colleague, he or she. His colleagues, they. I, we, they, do. What kind of advice do his colleagues need? What kind of advice do his colleagues need? Okay, next. Why his result seems so bad? His result, it, he, she, it does. Why does his result seem so bad? Result. Where your brother work? Your brother, he, she, it does. Where does your brother work? Okay, more practice. Ask these questions in present simple and use do or does when you need it. What kind of advice do his colleagues need? His colleagues, they. S means they. Exception news means it. Why does his result seem so bad? Where does your brother work? His result, it. Your brother, he. Next. What time the lessons finish? So you see S, the lessons, it means they. I, we, you, they, do. And we say, what time do the lessons finish? How far your parents live? You see S, they. I, we, you, they, do. How far do your parents live? Okay. Next. Who recommend it? You know, if you look at lesson 7, if you don't have a subject before a verb, I, we, you, they, he, she, it, with what, who, you don't need do or does, and you add s. Look, my friend. Okay? Look. Who? No subject before a verb, no. You don't need do or does, and you add s. Who recommends it? Who recommends it? Okay? Who recommends it? What time did lessons finish? How far do your parents live? Who recommends it? Okay? What looks so strange? Okay, if you look at lesson 7, so if you don't have a subject before a verb with what and who, you don't need do or does, and you add s. Look. Okay? No subject here, no. No. and we add s. What looks so strange? How your teacher explain it? Your teacher, he or she, it, does. How does your teacher explain it? Where your girlfriend come from? Your girlfriend, one person, one. She, he, it, does. Where does your girlfriend come from? What looks so strange? How does your teacher explain it? Your teacher, he or she. Where does your girlfriend come from? Your girlfriend, she. How often this thing happen? This thing means it. He, she, it does. How often does this thing happen? Okay, my friends, very good. Thank you. Let's continue our playlist from beginner to advanced. Thank you. Hi, my friends. Welcome to channel English Professionally, and we continue our playlist 555 English grammar lessons from beginner to advanced. Okay, let's talk about present simple. Okay, you know, there are two situations in present simple. You know, there are two situations in present simple, or we have two situations, okay, with a verb, for example, I study English very hard. Okay, so how do we form it? Verb or verb plus s? If you want a negative form, we use don't or doesn't. Don't or doesn't plus verb. Don't or doesn't plus verb. I don't study English very hard. If you want to ask a question, we put do or does plus subject plus verb. Okay? Good. Very good. And so if you look at this situation with a verb, so you see lessons from 1 to 8, from 1 to 8. So it's the first situation with a verb. Okay, let's look at the second situation without a verb. Without a verb, when we don't have a verb. Okay, without a verb, when we don't have a verb. Okay, you see, present simple. You know, there are two situations in present simple, or we have two situations with a verb. Lessons from 1 to 8. Okay, verb or verb plus s. I study English very hard. Don't or doesn't. I don't study English very hard. Do or does plus subject plus verb. Okay, And the second situation, without a verb, when we don't have a verb. Look. It interesting. It interesting. Can we say so? Can we say so? It interesting. Correct or incorrect? Correct or incorrect? Or right or wrong? Incorrect, my friend, incorrect or wrong, wrong. We can't say so. Incorrect, incorrect, no, no, my friend. Okay, we have one very important rule. We have one very important rule. If you don't have a verb, if you don't have a verb in present simple, you need to use the form of to be. The form of to be. Am, is, or are. We have one very important rule. Very important. If you don't have a verb in present simple, you need to use the form of to be. Am, is, or are. We say I am, we, you, they are, he, she, it is. For example, I'm at home, we are at home, you are at home, they're at home. He is at home,